It's Week 18 of the 2032 season, and we'll be watching Edgerrin Cooper. He's been a core contributor all season, approaching 90 tackles for the year. It's the Packers and the Raiders, next on Madden NFL 25.
As we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Now some movement up front.
Ball start.
We'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, guilty there. A second down throw for Smith.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run pattern. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On the bootleg, it's Smith. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. We'll come up to 3rd and 3. This one up on the ground. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. There will be no gain on that.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him. They're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
At the 23-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Cobb. Straight goal! And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score! 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the ground, he'll get it again. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Geno to throw. Little short pass here on by his tight end. And he tries to throw it forward, but no dice. That will stop him behind the line.
I think in this field position, Mike, on 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out the punt unit.
Here's Ryan right now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, Reed. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play action now with Rodgers. That complete to Jacobs.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long for Rodgers.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled. First half continues. to the ground after the penalty. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A first down throw for Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good at the previous play with a really nice pickup to then the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
He gets this one to Tucker. Well, they'll get some of the sag yardage back, but still going to leave them with third down. From the gun, it's Gina. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Gino. That one caught by Tucker. He is in. Ray Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Packers offense, and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Rodgers on first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And he will score. Jalen Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They a second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to get this one on the ground. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play fake. It's Rodgers. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9.
They put Adams in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And a milestone grab. Not just the 1st down, but catch number 100 on the year.
First and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, Rodgers. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. Going over the middle, this one is complete.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you...
And he will score. Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll give up the middle. Nice move. Slips a tackle. Gets forward for a gain of 2. 3rd down. 3 to go.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go play action with Smith. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
Pretty clear approach here, but you're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. You're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with the points.
Here's the punter now. As he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down past the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Throws over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you did not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. In motion, Reed. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Gibbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They got to find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the
6 yards out. It's first and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Green Bay. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. Set to go now on first and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, here's second and 2. Working out of the gun, Smith. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Number 9. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Smith. That one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're a defense, you're defending your own goal. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we play this final weekend, we show you some of the candidates for NFL Most Valuable Player, and his name, of course, figuring prominently on that list. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A first down throw from Rodgers. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second down and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Taking off. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I'm like, and that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gino to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jaron Brown, throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP Aaron Rodgers. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. 3rd and long for Rodgers. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 27-yard line.
Back is Smith. That one caught by Tucker. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first
It's a
down.
gain of 6. And the Raiders first down.
Now a give on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead, and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Still 2nd down.
Off the play fake. It's Smith. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
6. First down, Las Vegas.
From the gun, it's Gino. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Open man, that's Adams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield, and that conversion brings up a new set of downs. yards. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all about.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top of the conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll bring this up to the 22. Edgerrin Cooper. They're on the tackle. From the pistol, Smith. Will get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Gino. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. This looks like a design run. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. They need 8 as they come up for third down. The shotgun, it's A-Rock. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mary.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And trying some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. He gets this one to Tucker. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Raiders.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. From the shotgun, Smith. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at it. So, me and you are sitting here saying, it's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. And work them down up beyond the 30.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
This one is caught by Reed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Roger. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
30-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here's a handoff to Jacob. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Raiders has got it.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by...
Previous play is under review.
Taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 2nd down, Rodgers. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Rodgers. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Right back to Adams. He's got it again.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Quick throw here is complete.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Here's Smith. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A first down throw for Smith. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers.
Complete to number 89, Brock Bowers. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards.
Throwing on second down, Smith.
And 6.
That one caught by Tucker. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Complete to
First and 10. Back is Smith. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
brings up second and 9.
Quick throw, making it. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down. After a gain of 7. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
First down, Las Vegas.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to the 40.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 10.
Smith red, opposite, green, check white, check pink.
The field goal